Let's have a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item this evening is we review and approve the minutes from the last meeting. Do we have any questions or discussion on that? No. You know? Okay. How about you? Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Second? You have a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. There were some errors that best I could tell from a statement that Adam, I think you had made. I wanted to correct those. Based on my experience going through the fire truck episode. One of these goes to okay. I didn't know if you realized some of the major statement. I just wanted to clarify a little bit.
Opinion based, I understand.
Yeah, well, you had a statement. I'm trying to convey it based on my recollection. There was a statement that we had handling properly the planning and oversight of the pumper truck. We've been at this for over a year, and I think it's very specific from what I've been able to tell what we have to go through at the state level and local level in terms of getting crossing all the T's and dotting the I's. So I feel like that process has been handled properly. We also, in the statement, said that Mark Harris was to do a cost analysis in the vehicle fleet management plan. Unfortunately, we found out later, and I don't think this was in your statement, that from the attorney, we can't do that. We can't require that. So that's an executive function, not a board function. Regardless, and this didn't make it actually into the statement either, is, I don't know if you recall, but I attempted to bring material to the table which would actually form the basis of a transportation plan. And I don't know if you have time in this or not. You're welcome to that. And I personally reviewed 2 proposals. So the fact that you made the statement that there's only 1 proposal, I'm not sure where that came from, but maybe you didn't have.
Yeah, no, only 1 proposal was proposed to the board.
Okay, gotcha.
So maybe things are done behind the scenes, but that's news to me.
Well, there's nothing done behind the scenes, Adam.
The reason I'm saying this is because I specifically asked for it. I wanted to look at the proposal, so I don't, maybe you didn't ask.
You was involved with every process that we went through.
Yeah, so transparency is key, so
yeah,
obviously that was not disseminated.
Well, the transparency is one thing, but I want to make sure from a board standpoint we get the facts out.
Yeah, that's very important. Thank you for bringing that up because I wasn't even aware of that. So that's great. And I do want to touch base on that's the executive branch for the legislation branch. So when you say we have no capabilities, like I had stated in previous meetings, we own the purse strings.
we approved that motion that we're talking about here in regards to the vehicle fleet management.
Before we knew that we couldn't actually do that.
And so therefore, if you would have followed through on that motion that was passed unanimously, you could have actually withheld that vote. So therefore, that's the way the government actually works. It's checks and balances. So thank you again for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
Very good. Okay, so what we'll do is, that's just a separate deal. Okay, there's a salary resolution that you'd like to talk about.
The 2019 salary resolution, you guys have it there in front of you. There's reflects the $1,000 across the board pay for everybody that was eligible for that. And I can explain the tier process again on the for the new hire process once we get down to adopting that portion of it. But it just basically reflects everybody that's been here for a certain amount of time based upon their years. Based upon the tier system is how much they got across the board.
So there's actually a resolution form we need to sign.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For the 2019 salary resolution.
That's this.
That is.
Okay. Okay, any questions on this resolution?
Mark, approximately year over year, what is the increase?
I'm sorry?
The increase for the salary proposal from the approved last year to this year, do you know what that increase
For the
is?
ones that is eligible for it would be $1,000 across the board, again, based upon what tier system they fall in. And again, I'll just go ahead and just, the tier system, higher date to 3 years of service is 0 increase. And the reason that is from 0 to 3, they have their second year anniversary, or I'm sorry, their year anniversary, they get a $2,000 increase. So that's why we don't give them an extra increase during the first 3 years. From 3 years to 9 years, they would get 75% of that $1,000 across the board. And then after 9 years and above is 100% of the $1,000 increase.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and just talk about the salary proposal for the newly employed firefighters and paramedics and EMTs for 2019. It reflects for new hires coming in from day one. It's a $500 increase from last year's salary resolution, and it also reflects to our fill-in part-time paramedics, firefighters, and EMTs 25 cent per hour increase from last year. And again, that's just for new people coming in off the streets only.
And that's this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But you're going to make 2 separate motions to approve.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to the salary resolution. Any other questions on that one? Question?
No, sir.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2019 salary resolution as proposed.
Okay. Seconds? I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next up is the salary proposal. I know you had some questions on that already. Do you have any other questions?
I do not. Thank you.
You?
No.
Okay, entertain a motion on that one.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, second?
Second.
All right, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number C under new business is certifying nepotism and contracting. I assume this is the actual resolution that we owe up to.
The IC code?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just defining, making sure that no one is.
So Steve, I included the official policy so you guys can just review and have for your records. You have already, this has been approved a few years ago. It's the same, we don't need to reapprove the
Yes.
policy. We just need to, every year you have to certify that you guys have not, or that you've followed it. And those are the two paperclip copies you have. One is for the nepotism and contracting policy, and one is for the nepotism and employment policy. So if you guys will both sign, if you all sign those as to, you know, you have them, or
Okay, but no motions on this.
you don't need a motion, it's just
Yeah.
something you guys need to do every year, so.
We need 3 of these, right?
You need 2 of them, there's 2 different ones there.
Should be two there.
There's just 2.
Then I've got a Dan Baskin.
Well, that was just to let you know that we had no remonstrance on the fire engine purchase.
Oh, okay.
What on
We had no remonstrance,
it? Okay.
so it has been ordered.
Okay.
I'll be signing the contract, me and Fire Chief Moore will be signing the contract on that this Thursday.
Okay.
So that just, and you guys just need to sign it and get it back to me, please.
And we can do that tonight.
Okay, sign it.
I'm going to sign them.
Our individual ones, you want these, or does he have another one?
No, you guys each have your own set. You each have to sign your own individually,
Okay.
because I have to keep it for state record keeping purposes.
Do that. Okay. No business. Any other questions, comments from the floor?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, there is old business from the last meeting in regards to the fire truck that was wrecked. You know, at the time, we almost ended that meeting without, you know, any transparency of that vehicle being wrecked to the public. And so I brought that up and to inquire about the details. So I would like to understand that a little bit more. It looks like
Mr.
maybe
Chairman, I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
that it is not, you know, so no transparency to the public. Is that what I hear,
It's not a
Chris?
matter of transparency,
It is.
it's a matter of day-to-day operations.
It's
The
very
fire truck
important.
was in an accident, and it was handled by state law, and the fire truck was repaired, it's back in service, in the
Okay.
story.
All right. And so as far as the service
I'll
goes,
make a motion.
In the
to
you know, it's very, very important to understand, you know, brakes are very important. So I was wondering, in regards to the brakes, what was determined in regards to the brakes?
I'll let you know after the meeting.
I think we.
So let the public know that we are lacking the transparency.
It's not about transparency.
It is.
That's not our job.
It's about you being an obstruction.
It's very
Exactly what
important
it
for
is.
the public to understand what's going on here.
They can go to the police department, they get a copy of the report. None of them have questions. You're the one that's dragging us through the mud and trying to make it look like us or the fire department is doing something behind closed doors, and that's not the case.
It's very simple.
It
Then be
did.
transparent about it.
What's there to be transparent about?
I mean, tell the public about it. Bring it up to the meeting. That's why we're having meetings.
I believe it was
It's
in
not
the
our business.
newspaper, Adam. It was reported in the newspaper. The fire truck was in an accident. It's already been transparent. Why are you rehashing this out? Yeah, you just try to be an obstructionist, just like the Democrats in Washington's doing. That's all you're trying to do.
Yeah. I'll have a motion.
I make a motion.
I'll second
Boy,
the motion.
you've got some things you got to get taken care of.
Yeah, you do too. You might want to see a doctor for some medication.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Chairman, I think you need to gain control.
You're just going to send it up to the pages before the week.
That's all I can say about that.
Let's
Is it-